in Reno, Nevada. Well, I have several knives to sharpen and scissors. So one customer brought me 14 Shun knives with a few Henkels, Benchmade, 3 more knives from a separate customer, but we're going to work on these fabric shears first. So, regular household ones. We have pinking shears. Those are actually always fun to sharpen. Very nice fabric shears. These two Ginger shears. One thing I don't know if I'm going to sharpen is this. These tiny ones, I don't know if that'll even fit in my clamp. Actually, it does fit, but we'll see. We'll see what I can do with that. So no promises with this tiny one, but it looks like it's a bevel edge, so I can definitely sharpen it. All right. So first thing I'm going to do, color in both every bevel of each knife. Interesting on that guy. So by coloring them in, that helps me determine what angle I need to sharpen at. I can tell there's some chip damage right here on that knife. So I'm gonna knock these scissors out first since she's on a time crunch, and then I will get to those Shun and other knives after this. And then we'll see if I can even sharpen this tiny guy. All right. So anytime you sharpen scissors, always have them at least mark it, because you don't know what angle that they're gonna be at. So I have my light up here. Mohammed, how are you? Okay. So when I use the marker, honestly, I'm hitting up here, so I just need to bring it down. I'm doing well. Just have lots of tools to sharpen for today. All right, let's come down a little bit more. This is probably the longest time it just takes just finding the correct angle. Thank you, Abby. I'll try not to cut myself. This one might be good. A little too low. All right, I'm so close. That's one thing I wish this wheel had. Okay, perfect. So you guys see how it took out the entire black mark. So going across the entire blade, let's go over here. Yeah, that looks fantastic. Sweet. All right, so going to put these scissors away for a second. I'm gonna put my respirator on. If you guys have any questions, I'll take my respirator off so it'll be easier to hear me. All right. All right, guys, turn the machine on. As we plugged in, that would help. Clean line, I missed the tip. That looks great. Oh yeah. So now I'm going to switch it to the honing side. All right. So it only takes a few passes. All right, I'm gonna take it out of here. And that looks amazing. So this is the old right there. I mean, it's black, so it's easy to see right there, but this looks amazing. I created a burr on the other side. So now with my pink stone, I'm just going to flip the burr up and away. Very good. Now I'm gonna sharpen this side. They're not always the same angle, so that's why I must do a scratch test again. So it's a little low. So that's why we always do the scratch test. A little high. Yeah, that's the problem. You have to be very finicky. Oh yeah, that looks great. Comes across the full blade. All right, my respirator on. You're pro. That looks great around the whole blade. Yeah, that looks fantastic. I have a burr throughout the whole edge. Now I'm just gonna hone out the edge. So in case you guys are not familiar with this machine, this is called the twice as sharp scissor sharpener. So I'm just moving the burr back to the other side. And it does create a lot of dust with this wheel, so that's why I have a mat and some paper towels for easy cleanup. So now I have the burr to the other side. I'm going to push apart, so I'm not crunching the burr into it, and then pinching them together. Pull apart, pinch together. Let's get some fabric out. Let's see how she cuts. That looks amazing. I like it. Perfect. One down. All right. Let's see what this angle does for us. Pretty close. Yeah, it did look like it was pretty flat. That is pretty close. Actually, I think I'm liking that. It looks pretty good. So you see how it's going from bottom to top? Yeah. Okay, we'll just hit it one more spot to make sure this is good at throughout the entire blade. All right, let's give it a go and see how this is. right. Good call on that. Did you do the scissors first for today? I'm sharpening the scissors first, and then I have, because the customer needs to pick them up and head back back into Tahoe. All right, so I've created a burr. I've polished up the edge, looks fantastic. And I'm just gonna move the burr to the other side. And now this one looks at it's a completely different angle, so we'll see. Maybe, we'll see. So it's a little low. That sounded better. So I need to come higher. Getting there, slightly going up. Let's see how this works. All right, we're getting there. That sounds pretty good. A little too high. Test another part of the scissor. Still a little too high. I wish this was more entertaining for you guys right now. Yeah, this is the longest part. Yeah, so I always find it interesting that the angles are different on scissors. Like how this one was very like close to like 5 degrees. This one is, well, I'm at close to 40. Drop it down. Yeah, I like that. Ooh, okay, we are getting somewhere at that angle. Let's see how it is at the tip. Not at the tip. Interesting. Is your background in shears at all? This is something I'm still trying to master and get better at. Okay, that one looks great. So, well, I definitely appreciate your feedback though. I like it. Get in there. Let's give this a shot and see how it comes across. I think this is gonna be a good one. It's different right here, this angle. Again, there are a few more passes. Perfect. So this one had some damage to the edge of it, so that's why I was taking a little bit longer. But again, we'll move the burr back over. Yeah, so the first half seemed pretty good. The second half, like towards the tip, seemed to have a lot of damage. So again, I don't want the burr to pinch into the blade, so I'm pulling them apart, then pinching together to pull the burr apart. Yeah, these look like they're gonna be great. Where's my, here it is. All right, moment of truth. Whew, I like it. Pivot to tip. Doesn't even pull. I like it. Just trying to get you guys in frame with me. Whoops. How's that? There we go. I love it. Oh, it's so good. I like it. Number 2, done. And this one is done as well. I never thought of that the damage would come from the hammer side and not the anvil side. That's very interesting. All right, so now, and yeah, you saw that one was cutting very well. So I'm very happy with that. Got some more cloth here. And this looks kind of the same way, but not as acute angles. So this one will probably be closer to like 20 or so. A big thing that I have to get better at, and just anyone, when you put these in the clamp, you have to make sure they're perfectly straight. If they're angled, that can mess you up with sharpening. So let's get it straight on it. Perpendicular, some may say. So I did buy a upgraded wheel. You have 2 knives cutting the seam, I think. Yeah, well, and if you stick around, this is gonna be kind of like over an hour-long video. I have 14 Shun knives. I'm gonna be sharpening around 15 degrees. Henkels, I'll be sharpening at 17, and then a few other knives over here. So full-length video here. There we go, that looks good. All right. Let's see what this one's at. No, I know that's gonna be way too steep. Or way too obtuse. Also, can you guys let me know how the lighting looks? I wanna make sure I'm not blinding you guys out, so I have to come down on this one. Is that 20? So we gotta probably go to 15 or so. can just hear it sound different. Oh, we're getting there. That one was at 11. It's hard to see how, okay. Well, I'll show it more into the camera. I'm just looking at it first. We are close, very close. That looks pretty good. Very small bevel. I like it. Okay, let's get to it. Looks pretty good. Do a few more times to create that burr. Also, I noticed that these are a little loose, so you have to make sure that your scissors are sharp or are tight, because if there's any play, that will it won't create a shearing motion. If I can. That is very tight. I mean, that screw is very tight. Let's see. Let's change the gloves for a second. Let's see what I can do with that. Just go to a screwdriver. I believe that's what they say. Don't strip it or damage it. Okay, that's as tight as I can get it, unfortunately. So this one may not have the best, but I'll let the customer know. All right, so let's go check this one out. Let's see, I need some help. Yeah, this one, I'm scared to mess with because this looks older and I don't want to damage like the screw or anything. So I just don't think it's going to, yeah. You see that? This one just won't ever cut well. It doesn't matter how sharp I sharpen it. It doesn't matter. So that's something to know as well. All right. A little high. Looks like it should be there, but it's a little high. That looks good. One thing I wish this had, go a little bit more. I wish this had like micro like adjustment. Like this has the little wing nut here, but since I'm so close, I wish there was just a little like turn dial. Oh yeah, that looks good. Actually, a little bit on the, let me come up a little bit more. You can almost hear it sound different. There we go. Top to bottom. I like it. All right, mask on. That looks great. All right, so let's move the burr back to the other side. And anytime that you do this, go up and away, and not too many passes. And then there's so much gap. Can you guys see that? That is way too much gap. Oh man, these are not gonna cut well. That sucks. So I'm pushing apart, pinch together, pull apart, pinch. Man, I don't have, look at that. That is not good. That should not, but let's see. I do a good job. From pivot to tip. Have you guys more in frame. That's not bad for how wiggly these shears are. I'm actually very happy with that. All right, let's see if I could loosen it. The problem is I don't have a spare set of screws. So I'm gonna let the customer know that these cut amazing, but that there's that issue with that screw. So easy fix. She can go to Home Depot and grab a pair, or just grab a screw to match it, and it should be good. But that thing is amazing. I was not expecting that, so I was really kind of bummed out putting all that work into it. So, have you guys seen pinking shears before? These are to have designs in fabric. So, also a shameless shout out. If you guys are enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up. It definitely helps the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, the TikTok, and on YouTube, which you guys are on right now. So when you use pinking shears, let's see how these are. These are pre-sharpened, not sharpened. Okay, these are not even. So you guys see how it's just twisting like that? It's not even, so those are horrible. So you only sharpen just the teeth. You never sharpen between those little shark teeth right there. So these, I push against the, all the way, the angle guide all the way to the teeth. These are usually at 0 or -0. So, dull's a brick, absolutely. So, let's see where this is on this tooth. So, I'm a little high. And what, we're at 0, so we'll probably go to 5 degrees or something. Okay. Oh, okay, we are very close. So it's taking up the probably 80%, but I have to hit the very bottom as well. I think I went a little too far. Yes, I did. So close. So we're currently at 10, so bring it up to 5. The hard part is trying to get it there with this little wing nut. That's my only gripe. Is when you're trying to turn, oh, that looks great. So you see that tooth right there? Now let's do another one. Let's go to the tip to make sure this is all good. Okay, that's a little low. Let's go here. That is low. All right. So that's why you always go from different angles to make sure. I'd rather be high, hitting the tip of the teeth than the bottom, but I want to make sure. Okay, a little too far. So. Oh man, well, okay, that doesn't even help. Make sure that your scissors are locked in. Like, okay, that's secured. All right, where are we? Sounds low. That's not bad. Let's just see how this goes over here, and then I'll readjust. Thank you, Dennis. That was a very good good one. I'm sorry to be that guy today. All right, let's just see. Let's see how this goes on this first pass. Respirator on. All right, so I've probably done maybe like 10 pinking shears, so not a whole lot, but this is the first time where I've seen sharpening up here. So this whole edge from here back here is getting sharpened, but up here is a different angle. So let's just see how this cuts. I'm not sure, but I do like how I'm hitting like the peaks, and that's what's cutting. So let's see how that cuts. Usually it's all the same on that, so I'm very curious to see how that works. And then always check the other angle. Make sure you're hitting the same spot. Okay, up high. Okay, this one's a little high. I may not be going, like showing you guys on every turn just to, like if I know it's high or low, I might just quickly, okay, that looks a little Let's see how it is on the teeth. I just don't want to waste your time showing you each one if I know I have to change it. Okay, that is too low. I also, yes, I do. I sharpen knives. I'll show you guys. So after these two pair of scissors are done, I have all these knives to sharpen. So Shuns, Henkels, a Benchmade, and a few other knives as well. I am not liking how these are coming out. They're kind of like a pain. Let's see how it is at the very tip. Let's see how these come out. Go, I totally appreciate it. So, I've been doing mostly live streams, but if you guys have any questions about knife sharpening, let me know, and I'll try to answer them. All right, let's do just one more for safe measures. All right. So, since these are pinking shears, you don't have to worry about honing them. Again, push apart, pinched together to mess with the burr. So, the reason why you push them apart is because you don't want the burr to push against the cutting edge. So you're pushing apart, and then when you pinch them, you're pulling the burr apart. All right, moment of truth. Oy. Just as nervous as everyone else. Look at that. Clean cut from pivot to tip. Look at that. First one was in cutting, and then those. Tip. Man, I am very happy with that. They don't call me the knife guy for nothing. No big deal. I'm such a dork. All right. All right. So these are tiny ones. Usually Benchmade, I'm sorry, not Benchmade. Twice Sharp has a smaller clamp. So yeah, let's figure this out. Let's see if I can do this. No, I am a full-time fireman. So I'm a full-time fireman in Reno, Nevada, and I've been a professional knife sharpener for 2 years now, and I love it. I love to cook, and my knives got super dull. I'm like, how do I figure out how to sharpen like my own knives? And I went through a whole year's process of making mistakes and learning, and came across a really good system of sharpening knives, and I'll show you that. Hopefully this will hold. I'm really worried about this holding. All right, that's good. So I have my 1x30 Tulker machines, and I'll show you my process for sharpening after I'm done with this. All right. There's some major damage on these. Ooh, I'm pretty close. Let's see if you can see. All right, a little bit shallower, or steeper. Steeper. Oh, that's looking good. Let's try it one more try. All right, guys, so I'll try and zoom in. You want to make sure that you're covering the bottom to top, and we've done it. All right, so this is 100 grit stone, so you have to go very light pressure, and then with these shears, they will heat up very fast. A problem with the Swiss Army knives is, while they're thin enough that they don't really need to be super sharp to cut properly. Ing? Hey, I want to make sure I'm pronouncing like your name correctly. Ing? Ing? Hopefully I'm not screwing it up, but I appreciate all your feedback. Let me know if it's Ing or Ing. Close enough. All right. I'm sorry for insulting you and your name, but I totally appreciate like your feedback. All right. Holmes Park, how's it going? Thank you for tuning in, buddy. These are very small shears. All right, so I create a very tiny burr, and just gonna move that burr from up and out. My wife and I just got back from a little vacation, so I'm trying to catch up on all the customers' knives and scissors. And I wasn't sure if I was able to sharpen this pair since they're so tiny and this clamp isn't made for it. Twice Sharp has a smaller clamp, so why sharpening both sides? This one is to sharpen, and this wheel is to hone. So I'm just cleaning up the edge. That's my two-step process here. Okay, that looks great. Perfect. Hey, shut up. All right. All right, let's do this one. All right. So again, the burr is pushed apart, and then this one's kind of tough. So I'm pushing apart as best I can, trying not to touch my glove. I like it catching a little bit at the tip. Yeah, ever so slightly at the tip. Let's see. Oh, there it is. So sometimes like the burr may be stuck over. Pulling it ever so gently. But honestly, I wasn't even sure if I could even cut these, so I'm very happy with that. Or sharpen these. There we go. Still. I'm gonna call that good. It's touching on the very top. Very tip. Jesus Christ. Still pulling. I think I made it worse by doing that. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it. Let's do it again. Sorry guys, I want to make sure it's good. And these tiny pair of scissors, I want to make sure that the tip's good. So we got over 200 people watching. Let me know where everyone is watching from. I am sharpening in Reno, Nevada. Okay. Oh yeah. Yep. I like it. I did make it worse. But then look at that, it's not pulling anymore. I like it. Texas, thank you very much for tuning in. We're in Texas, I've never been there. All right, so now, just gonna clean all these up, a little bit of rubbing alcohol. Switzerland, that's cool. I've always wanted to go there. So I appreciate you watching a guy sharpen scissors at 10 p.m. your time. Roll Tide. I have a big 4 foot long heavy. Oh man, William, I don't even want to mess with that, to be honest with you. Is this like a replica sword? Because someone is gonna bring me a sword tomorrow to sharpen, and it's a replica sword from the movie Gladiator, the first one. And there's no edge on it, so it's gonna take a long time to sharpen. So usually I charge anywhere from $100 to $150 to put an edge on something that has no edge on it. So yeah, so usually those don't have like any edge. Like it may look like it does, but from my experience, it usually doesn't. So it takes a long time to sharpen. But yeah, so that's why I charge a little bit more to sharpen those. So because usually I can do 15 knives per hour, so I charge $10 per kitchen knife, so it's $150 per hour. But I don't ever charge hourly rate for stuff like that. So I always kind of price it out, but for 4 feet, I would probably sharpen that for 150 bucks. So it just takes a long time, unfortunately. I'm gonna clean off more of that alcohol, or more of the marker. It is from the first Gladiator movie. I mean, I don't think it's a real one, but it's supposed to look like it, from the Roman soldiers. So, well, I'm very happy on how these all came out. Not trying to brag or anything, but I'm very happy. I would do like, no, I would charge like $150 for the whole thing. God. I mean, that will do some major damage, I'll put it that way. Yeah, but I would charge like a $150 for the whole blade. All right, so I am here at my wrapping station, We're gonna use these. We're gonna use the customer's knife to cut the butcher paper, wrap them all very nicely. I like it. I like it. So, and the cool thing is I have all these little protective sheaths. Put this somewhere, right there, stay. All right. We're going to use the tiny one. Oh, hold on 1 second. Fine, I'm back. Ing, I forget. Are you a long-term viewer? The burrito time. All right. Oh no! All my business cards. Jeez, I am such a mess here. All right, clean up later. Well, hey man, I totally appreciate you sticking around. I believe. All right, so these are all wrapped up and protected. Can't use that anymore. And then, all right. So, a few people have called this out. Every time I wrap tools, scissors, anything, they call it a burrito. So, it's very, for me, it's a very nice packaging for the customer. I think it looks very clean. And it looks like a little burrito once I'm done. So, everyone can appreciate that. Stay. Gabo! What's up, Dennis? All right, so save that. I might use that for later. Okay. Gabo came in perfect timing. Not even to watch me sharpen scissors, just to watch me wrap the burrito. All right. So let me get a consensus. Cut the last one with the angle scissor for fun. Cut the last one with the angle. Which one are you talking about? First, second, third, fourth, or fifth? Sean, I totally appreciate it. This one. The crinkle cut. Oh, gotcha. Ha! This guy, right? Is this what you guys want to see? Let's see. Where did I put it? Right here. Is this it? All right. Not too shabby. And make sure still, this is gonna cut so well. Like butter. All right. So if you guys like that, please leave a thumbs up. I do appreciate it. Serious question. I have like 25 more knives to sharpen right now. Do you want me to start a second live stream so everyone can rest a little bit, or you just want me to start knocking these out? I do have the customer coming to pick these up, so I might have to leave for, I don't know, a few seconds to drop them off, but let me know. Oh my God. You guys are animals. I think the customer will be very happy with these. I mean, I'm very happy. Hopefully you guys are very happy. Let's get that out of there. All right. We are going to, all right. Well, Dennis, I totally appreciate you stopping by to check out the channel and the live stream. I totally appreciate it, Dennis. All right, buddy. Have a good night. Fold the sides in. How so? I lay it on me. So, I am always trying to perfect my, I'm trying to always perfect my little burrito rolling technique. So, roll it once. So, okay, so you're saying roll. Oh. Just like that? That does look pretty clean, actually. I will have to do that on the, let me take the tape off on the other one and do that. I like that. Thank you, dude. Thank you, Ace. I totally appreciate that. All right. Did Ace just help me come up with a way better burrito wrapping technique? Oh, buddy. I like it. I don't want to do it like so much as the burrito. I like this way so far, but yeah. A burrito fold. Maybe I'm confused on the best way to wrap a burrito fold. I mean, I am all ears of changing my way to make it better. I'm gonna have to look online what an actual burrito fold is. There it is, the business card. All right, and then this is Judy. I'm gonna say thank you, Judy, for your support. Okay. This is true. I completely agree with that. All right, so Judy's knives are done. I'm gonna leave the live stream for a second just to text her that her knives are done. I'll be right back. Please stay here 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Thank you guys very much for sticking around. They'll probably be here in about 1 hour. Actually, probably 30 minutes or so. Oh, I lost a lot of people. That's all right. So, take this guy out. Have to get creative in these small spaces. All right. Thank you for the technical difficulties. Sticking around. Hey, Gabo, can you hear me? Hey, Gabo, can you hear me okay? Let me know if the sound is working. If not, I'll start another stream. Perfect. Right on. Right on, right on. All right. So, let's knock out these. All right. So, here, all right, thank you so much for sticking around. I have a mix of Shuns and Henkels. So I'm going to sharpen let's do the Shuns at 15, and the Henkels will be at 17 on the angle. Also, this customer has a Benchmade. I'm gonna sharpen. I'm gonna fix this little guy right now. I don't charge extra for these tiny little things. It's just stuff I like to do to help people. Too big. Another set of Allen wrenches. There we go. That's awesome. All right, now that's tight again. That's perfect. So if you guys do have a business, you could nickel and dime people for every little thing. Like you can charge them for fixing chips, tips that are broken, fixing these little things. Like I just want to, since I don't have to rely on this money for a career yet, since I still work as a full-time fireman, I don't see any need to overcharge people for every little thing. So that's just me. If this is your sole business, you might see a little differently, and that's quite all right. Push this guy back. Okay. I'm gonna shamelessly leave my little follow stuff here in case you ever want to follow me. All right, Shuns. These are beautiful, beautiful knives. But usually, so you can see at the very tip is broken off. Looks pretty good though. It's not bad. So there's Henkels and Shuns mixed in here, so I'll do my best to just pull the Shuns, and then I'll set the angle different for the Henkels. Starting with 120 grit Kubatron belt. 17. You know what? This is already at 17. Let's just knock it out. Let's just knock out the ones right now. That's perfect. All right, I'm not gonna mess with it. I am from the US of A. I'm from Reno, Nevada. That's where I sharpen at. And let's bring these 3 over as well. These, actually, let's knock out these customers' knives right here. So, perfect. She has only 3 knives. I've never seen this brand before. They're a little beat up. You guys can see how the edge is already rolled over. Tip is gone. A lot of light is refracting. All right, so let's just knock out these knives here. So this is gonna be louder than the twice as sharp. I'm gonna have my respirator on. If you guys have any questions, I'll shut my machine down and answer them. All right, let's get to sharpening. Okay, do you guys see this here? I'm gonna file this down so it's more flat. All right, let's see what I missed. Let's see. Oh, Shuns and Henkels. Gabo is my concierge. He helps me with any question that pops up when I am sharpening. So, Gabo, I totally appreciate it, man. I really do. So, sharpened the knives with 120 grit Kubitron going to a 600 grit Trizac. Then that's how I'm going to sharpen this one over here. And then I did put the 17 on the Benchmade as well. I'm not gonna mess with these little serrations. They look good. I'm just gonna touch up the edge, and that's it. So I set the burr, set the angle, and I'm just gonna refine the angle, or I'm sorry, refine the edge and burr with a higher grit. Benchmades are great knives for surprising. I think the $200 is a little bit even less than what you were saying. Usually the Benchmades are more than that, but I own a couple. I get a pro deal because I'm a fireman. As a first responder, I get discounted rates for these knives, and they're great knives. And usually people can send them back to the company to get them sharpened for free, but they don't want to pay for shipping, sending it there, and then waiting a week or two to get them back. And that's why they have me. Sharpening the serrations. For those who don't know, I don't have anything small enough to get in between each of these little serrations. And I touched up the back edge, made it very uniform and clean looking. So I create a burr. I'm going to use my wire wheel brush on my Dremel and a magnet to clean up the burr. Then we should be good to go. I have a 1200 grit Trizac right here. I'm not sure if I said that. All right. So we are done sharpening with the 1200 grit Trizac. Now I'm gonna take you over to my leather strop station. This is going to remove any burr that's left over. So going edge leading, I create a very small burr. That's just how the process works. So I love that benefit of it. Take these over here, put them here. Very good. All right, so I have a leather belt here. This will be going edge trailing, so I don't want to cut into it. Light is always important. All right. Maybe. Ing, that's a great idea, man. Can you write down a few questions that you want me to answer, and then I can make a full-length video with that? I think that's a great idea. I'm always trying to think of ideas for the full-length stuff that's I kind of draw a blank on. So if I make a long form, so are you saying I should do a live stream for FAQs or a long form video? What's going on here? Duh. Make sure no wires are in your machine like an idiot, like me. Yeah, don't do that. It's bad. Bad, bad, bad. Okay, so a 10-minute long video. You answer a long question in 10 minutes. I don't know if I can edit live streams. I think once the live streams get posted, then they're just posted into a long form video, and I don't think I can edit that. Real quick. So here is my on-off magnet. Here is my wire wheel brush. Off my Dremel. I mean, making a video out of a live stream. I can make a video out of a live stream. Well, after the live stream is over, it goes to a long form video on my page. So I just don't know how to. I could make an FAQ long form video, but which I would need questions from you guys on what you want answered. So I do have my email. Please go to my website at theknifeguyreno.com. Also follow me at Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. You can leave messages and I'll answer them back. So maybe form an email and send it to me, and then I'll make a long video after getting everyone's questions. The on-off magnet is pretty rad. So there's a switch. Nothing is magnetized. I turn it on, and now it's magnetized. So I love it. It just helps keep like the like the knife in place when I use this. It's fantastic. All right. Actually, I'm gonna again take it to my leather wheel, to my leather belt. Turn it on. Always go edge trailing with it. All right. Oh, and anytime you sharpen, always take the leather belt off. I'm not sure if I said that before, but it does stretch over time. Okay, let's wipe this down. Move this guy. Try and clean up my workspace a little bit. Excuse me. That was loud. Hopefully it wasn't in your guys' ears. Let's see how this cuts. Oh no. Okay. There we go. Sometimes the burr's a little sticky. There we go. Let's see, I might have to touch this up one more time. There we go. Perfect. Cool. Sometimes the burr's a little sticky, so it takes a few passes to come through. Okay, this one is done. There is no battery. It's pure science and magic of how they created the on-off switch. There we go. I like it. I like it. What I'm gonna do is put a business card into each one. Gabo, you'd be very impressed. I have not dropped the camera yet. Usually every time I do a live stream, I drop the camera and it falls off, looks stupid, and I look like a giant idiot. So have not done that today. I've been better and very self-conscious of when I'm going underneath like the desk trying to grab stuff. She's a sharp one. She's a sharp one. Done. You guys can see my messy house a little bit. Take you back to my garage, or some people say garage. I always find that funny. Take you back to my garage. All right, let's see how this little beauty looks after it's being sharpened. Gotta get a new piece of paper. These are all dead, but I love Benchmades because the steel is just so good. I love it. Let's get a new one here. Very, very clean line. So even like the serrations are cutting, it looks very good. Come on now. What's going on here? Sweet. I like it. Okay, that one is good. Okay. I'll attach this piece of paper with the other knives. I got these little slips of paper, and it has like, you know, like name, number, and all that stuff. Perfect. I mean, there's a a difference. You know, like you get what you pay for. So we'll see. All right, my phone is losing charge. Let's try and plug this in. All right, camera's gonna look a little wonky for a second while I get a little charge. So going back to the 120 grit, this is my go-to. The 120 is my go-to for pretty much all knife sharpenings, unless they're just severely damaged. Then I start with either an 80 or 50 grit. So it you know, it could be pretty aggressive, but it just sets the angle and burrs so fast. It's fantastic, because if I use my 600 Trisac, it would take me forever. And some of the knives don't look like this. A lot of the knives have jagged chips missing, and it just looks horrible. So, yeah. So, yeah, for reprofiling, the 120 is fantastic. Then I go to 600, 1200. I rarely use the, I think, 4000 grit. Then I was using like my leather belt, but I am upgrading, swapping this out for a buck tool bench grinder, low speed. So I, right. Cool. All right, let's get to sharpening all the Wusthoffs and Henkels at the 17. Yeah, sorry, I got a phone call, so every time someone calls me, my phone goes blank when I do these, so it's a little frustrating. So, this guy, I'll have to use that. Cuisinart. All right, maybe these all aren't. I think the majority of them. The majority of these are Shuns, so I think just these. Okay, they don't need to sharpen that. Cool. All right, gonna sharpen these with the 120. I don't do a lot of polishing. I do some rust removal with the Scotch-Brite belts. That's what those are. So it does take off a lot of the surface scratch. It takes off a lot of the rust. Sometimes if the surface scratches are pretty deep, it doesn't take them off. This is the leather belt. This helps remove the burr once I'm done sharpening. All right, guys, let's get to these right here. That totally made sense. Yeah, thank you for asking that. I'll add that to the list of questions. I do have a short term, I have a goldfish memory, so I need to write these questions down so I don't forget it. I do want to make a video of thoughts of starting your own knife sharpening business, and then I could add the mistakes I've learned throughout the whole time sharpening and other stuff like that. So let me know if that's something that you guys would want to watch and see. Again, I'm switching to my 600 grit Trizac belt. All right, so clean that up, and I'm going to use my magnet again with my wire wheel brush to remove the burr I put on. All right, let's see how these cut. Sorry, I missed a few questions. Ben, thank you very much, man. I totally appreciate it. It's taking a while to build up this setup, so thank you. On the magnets, what you have a non-magnet metal. Oh, Gabo, thank you, dude. I didn't know that either. Thank you. That cuts very nice. Gotta cut it. I like it. Gibo, I'm learning things from you, and which is cool, man. So we're learning from each other on this, so I appreciate it. Let's get into the paper. There we go. See, it's folding it, which I'm not happy with. There you go. Yeah, it's folding it over, so let me touch that up again. I don't like that. I don't like it. Let me just hit it with the thing again. All right, put my respirator back on. So that's why I test every knife, because even though I think I got something off, I didn't. So let's touch it up again, boys. You're a pro. All right, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna spend some more time with this off camera to make this work. So I don't wanna waste your guys' time to see me do this. Hold on guys, the owner just came. Hold on 1 second, I'll be right back. I apologize. Hold on 1 second, let me just grab the knives for the customer. 1 second. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Let's get this. I'm using this neck mount. It looks like a bomb, kind of. So I'm putting the camera on the little magnet here. All right, so. All right, there, I have you guys back. So this one is kind of like a pain in the ass. So what I would do is, for some reason, there's still some stuff here which was there before, but maybe the burr, I can just pull it off. I would use my buck tool with the diamond serrations and I would put new ones in. That's what I would do. But that is not here, that's still coming from Cliff Curry, so we just have to make do. It's better than what it was. I'm not 100% happy with it, so I'm not gonna charge the customer that. So if I'm not 100% happy, all right, it cut better. I'm still not 100% happy, so I'm not gonna charge the customer for this knife. It's cutting better. Spend a little bit more time. Okay, you know what? This is cutting a lot better. Nope, I just lied. It's not cutting better. I'm not gonna charge the customer. That is as good as it's gonna get right now. So that's where we're at with this guy. All right. So I believe we're on to the 1200 grit Trizac. Do you already? No, man. I totally spaced about getting that chest strap. So I'm sorry. I will order it from Amazon after this live stream. Let's see. It's certainly doing better, but yeah. So it's doing better, but that's my guarantee. Like, I don't want to charge customers that's something I'm not happy with, because one, they can tell it's not too much better, and I don't want a bad referral. I'm like, oh, this guy couldn't get these knives sharpened for me, and he still charged me. So that's where we're at with this. Back to sharpening. We're almost on the home stretch. $1,200 grit Trizac. All right, we are done with that. Then I'll switch it over to 15 degrees after I'm done. But let's do the final burr removal with these, and then I'll test them out. I test every knife. It doesn't take too long of a time, and I want to do a good job. And it's quality assurance. No, like, obviously with this trading knife, it didn't cut that well. So I was a little bummed out. All right. We are done sharpening those. I'm gonna hit my leather belt up with some diamond emulsion while and just let it dry. This just helps as a little cutting agent along with the leather belt. And you don't need too much, just let it spray around. Sweet, and also let that dry. I'm gonna make a video of, this one is very expensive. I don't wanna show like, like the brand. It's good quality, but very expensive. And I made my own diamond emulsion. A little different color, but this is significantly cheaper than this guy and it works just as well. So I'm gonna make a video about that. So, all right, let's see if there's any questions. Integrity nice, yep. It's not incredible, it's not we're charging. I like the mantra. Hey Dan, I'm using the 1x30 Tulker. It's a custom, well it's not custom, it's a Chinese 1x30 belt sharpener from Amazon. Okay, well I will make that. Very nice. Oops. That was me. There we go. Very, very good. No problem with the straight edge. Only the serrations ones give me trouble. I like it. Oh, that's folding right there. Perfect. All right, I like it. These 4 in the books. Okay. Whoa. That would have been bad. Bad Vinny. Bad Vinny. Don't drop a customer's knife. That's bad karma. All right. These will be set here. Well, these can go. All right. Heavy knife block. Okay. Let's clear this out of the way. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm a little OCD. I want to keep a clean workspace. So, yeah. Let's see the video. You're so much better than that one guy I see that here rounding. Lucas, which guy is that? Yeah, let me know which guy that is. I'm very curious. It's a guy who rounds over tips? I have no idea. All right. So I'm going to change the angle. I don't think he's American. I have no idea. Again, I'm going to go with the 120 grit Cubitron belt. This one is probably on its like last legs or last length of its life. Is he the Australian guy? And does everything on the Tormac? All right, again, oh, sorry. We're going to switch the angle from 17 down to 15 for these shuns. These shuns should be a little bit sharper. Gabo, I apologize. Only one burrito wrapping for today. Ing and Gabo, I apologize, guys. Okay, this was at 17, kept its angle. Let's drop it down to 15. Ugh. That's a travesty. So when you do your angles, don't get too stressed about if it's 15.1, 15.2, 14.9. It's all within the same ballpark. And you can get yourself, and you can get insane about getting like the numbers. 15.4 is a little too high. I'm gonna let it settle. 15.3 should go to 15.2 maybe. I want it a little bit lower. Well, just as I say, don't get too anal about it. There I am. Zero is the guy? I never heard of him. I've never heard of this guy. Is he using a machine as well? Oh, he's doing a live right now. Usually, the single bevel ones, I'll even go lower to like maybe 11. Or if I get knives from the sushi chefs, I'll go to like 11 or 12. 15.3, I'm fine with that. That's fine. Again, we don't have to go crazy. No one's going crazy. Keep it simple. Again, I don't want to spend too much time. Like, again, time is money, but if you're in the ballpark, a few degrees, that's a few tenths of a degree, that's totally fine. He's doing a piece of shit job. Oh, I love it. I love it. All right. I thought so. So I see him all the time, and he's showing. That's all right. I'm about to check him out. Zero. I'm back. Sorry. All right. I just screenshotted that. Zero. I'm about to check him out. Well, I appreciate you guys liking my style of sharpening. I have to be honest. Like, here, I'm gonna get serious for a second with you guys. Take you off this, and let me just talk to you. Hey guys, this is the neck mount. It looks crazy on me right now, but thank you very much for telling me that I'm doing a good job. I think I am. I'm the world's hardest critic on myself, and I appreciate you guys have a consensus of me doing a decent job at these knives. My Google and Yelp reviews are great, but I know online it could get pretty critical of people like, oh, I wouldn't sharpen that way, that's the wrong angle, that's the wrong belt, and it does get a little crazy. So I was nervous coming on here saying something that was wrong and being corrected, and I have said something that's been wrong and I have been corrected, and like, cool, I'll take it as a learning experience. So it's awesome. I built a little bit of a following from you guys that trust me, and I'm torn on it because I appreciate everything that you guys have supported me, especially on the buy me a coffee link. That's been amazing. I have no personal training. The training I've done is through my own search on YouTube, my own mistakes. I've ruined a $500 knife and I had to pay the customer for it when I first started. I used a Ken Onion and I messed it up. So and I started on on ceramic stones, diamond stones, and it's been a process. So going with these machines here, and this is my whole setup. So I have my twice as sharp down there, and I'll put my bench grinder down there. I'll probably swap it out actually, but thank you guys very much from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate all the kind words, and it took me a while to get the confidence to go on YouTube to make these live streams and videos because I have no formal training, and it's just taken a long time to do things right. And being with the fire department, you know, that part was easy of putting my customer first, you know, treating the people with respect. So that's, I appreciate it, guys. So I'm gonna get back to sharpening. The soapbox is done. And yeah, thank you guys very much for the following and continuing to watch the live stream. So thank you guys very much. Let's get back to sharpening. All right, I'm not gonna cry. You guys are crying. All right, back at 15 degrees. I sharpen at 2000 RPM. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let's get to it. Thank you very much, buddy. I do appreciate it.
right, let's get one thing straight.
All right, let's get one thing straight. Yes, I was in a firefighter calendar posing as Mr. September many moons ago. I did. Yes, Stinky Bunny, I did do that. So, a little ashamed, kind of cool, but mostly embarrassed. So, yes. One thing to talk about, back to sharpening. I totally appreciate it. Yes, I have 3 calendars left. No, I will not. I probably will never show any of you guys this because I know the power of the internet, and there was just no way I could trust any of you guys, nor the internet, the random people on the interweb, to create something crazy. Yeah, I'm sure. So, I'm an open book. I will not show that. That's it. One thing that I do want to talk about, let me try and find it. I found, it was on this knife. I wasn't sure if you guys could actually see. These tips look good. So, going back to the other guy who rounds off tips, I have to look at his videos, and I'm so curious because I love learning from people. Okay, so you see how this tip is slightly rounded. When I do edge leading, it's fantastic. So I go parallel, straight line, then I try to match it. Well, here, sorry, in frame. Come up here, I match it the best I can, then I start twisting to make sure it's the same point of contact, and then I twist it, and I can just give it such a super sharp point to it. So here's one that I just did, and then this edge is razor sharp. Very pokey. So, oh, that goes over here. So, I do love the edge leading for that aspect. I do have to check out this other guy. I hate you guys. The reason why they chose September, because I got made fun of. I'm 5'6", American, and that is the shortest month. And for the no, was it February? It was February because it's the shortest month, and I'm the shortest guy there. So that one, I believe that I was Mr. February. So that's it. I'm gonna gloss over that from now on. But yes, I do answer most questions, and then that's it. So yes, they did do me very wrong by putting me up next to that. And let me just vent for a second. We're gonna turn this into a Dr. Phil moment. They put me next to the biggest guys, and they shadowed over me. Okay, not cool. All right, I'm done. Let's get back to sharpening. Lucas, I only edge lead. I only sharpen edge leading because I think it gives the best result. A con is that if the belt breaks, the belt could come towards you, but I have this angle guide here. I love edge leading because, one, I can capture all the metal shavings coming down. The burr is significantly smaller, and I can just get a razor sharp tip on it. So, and it makes the deburring process so much faster. All right. Let's finish this up. It's almost 3 o'clock. My time, been doing this for over 2 hours, and you guys are getting to know me a lot more on a personal level than I imagined. So, let's just get this done. You guys are out of control with these questions. Oh yeah, sorry, but edge trailing for sharpening. Thank you, Gabo. Edge trailer for sharpening because you don't want to cut into your leather belt. So edge leading for sharpening, edge trailing for deburring. Thank you very much, Gabo. So the belt is coming towards us. I'll go at low speed. Can you see the rotation? The belt is coming this way. I sharpen at 2,000 RPM because that's a good number, but yeah. All right, let's get back at it.
duro. Ah.
All right. All right. So every time I look and pull the knife away after sharpening, I'm not trying to show you what I'm doing. I'm looking for a burr, and I'll show you what that is. So it took me, this is probably something that took me the longest time to understand. Do you see, okay, do you see how it's flat down here? There's no white line anywhere. And you see this line? This is called the burr. This is when you've apexed the knife at the angle that you're sharpening at, and you cannot sharpen anymore. The burr will always be on one side, and you want to see it throughout the entire edge. So when I sharpen a knife, I'm not trying to show you guys intentionally what I'm doing, but I'm quickly looking, making sure the burr is there, and you can actually feel it. So never do it towards you. So this is the side that has a burr. Take your thumb or any finger and gently feel, and you'll feel like like this little hook, and that's the burr, or that's the edge rolled over. So, all right, so we are done with the 120 grit. Well, the thing is, guys, I'm catching up on the messages through live streams. So I have this fear of making long form content because I want to be so good, but the editing takes forever. Here, I do like chatting with you guys and answering any questions right away. So, yeah, pretty much any, oh, where is it? There's this side. Yep. And I always end it on the same side, but yeah, if you push against it, you could use your thumb, and even you could use a cotton swab, and if it pulls fibers away from the cotton swab, like for the ones for your ears, then you've created the apex, and you move on to the next grit. Cool, man. I do appreciate it. Like, there is stuff I want people to see more of, like making that diamond compound, the emulsion, and I got some other content stuff like that. So, all right. So now we'll just do even passes back and forth with a 600 grit Trizac. Have I been? Oh, let's see. Have I been drinking bok choy again? All right, let's get back to sharpening. Let's see if we can get 100 likes on this. That would be awesome. Hold on, guys. Someone is here. Someone is here for their knives. Hold on 1 second. All right, I'll be right back again. Let me take this off. 1 second. Please let me turn this down. Hold on 1 second. All right, I'm back. I apologize. Someone else just dropped off more knives for me to sharpen, but I'm gonna do that tomorrow, not tonight. All right, let's get you guys back around my neck. 7%. Oh, my phone's gonna die soon. All right, I'm gonna change up things for a sec. I have to charge like my phone, and I'm going to put you guys on a stand over here. So let's do that. I'll try to zoom you guys in. Only reason I'm doing this is because my phone's about to die and I need to charge it. So this live stream takes a lot out of it. Okay. Does everyone like this angle? Let me know how this angle looks for everyone before I start sharpening again. Okay, what the hell does it have to do with the pattern lines? Yeah, Lucas, the microscope is awesome, dude. So, all right, it's fine. Perfect. So let's just see. Let's see if this works for everyone. It's gonna be tough to read messages since I can't see the phone. Does this work for everyone? All right, sweet. Let's get to it, guys.
For some reason, like the tip isn't pointy. I'm gonna fix that.
I definitely don't like this way of doing the live stream because I can't see what you guys are saying while I'm doing this. And I apologize. My phone is about to die, so I'm trying to charge it up. All right, let's see. Okay. All right, yeah, I'm just doing a knife block. How do you guys like the more angled in look? Do you want me to back it out more? All right, no complaints. We'll keep on going. Sweet. All right. So I won't be able to see what you guys are saying. So I will just hammer these out with the 1200 grit Trizac and then get to the leather strop.
If you guys haven't, please leave this video a thumbs up. It's been a very long day for sharpening, and I totally appreciate it. All right, we are done sharpening. Whew. Nice.
All right. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Homespark, I apologize. I have this on a pad, and I guess my foot was hitting it, so I apologize about that. All right, so I do prefer the POV as well. So the battery looks pretty good. We're at 24%. Let's get back to the POV, and sweet. I apologize you had to see that. I do like doing this, the POV more. The problem is, it does block a little bit of my sharpening than what I'm just normal. So it's blocking this whole, I don't see from here down. So I have to like tilt my head up a little bit. So it's a little bit tough. So sometimes I actually have to look through the camera to see exactly where I'm sharpening by doing this. But I do like how you guys can actually see the kind of like the POV of what I'm seeing. And I can see when you guys write something right away. Okay, this is done. Let's clean this guy up. Enough knife sharpening metal on that. This is not drugs. This is the diamond powder I'm going to be doing the tutorial about, of making your own diamond powder for the cheap. So, Homespark, I totally appreciate it, man, for all this support. I know you follow the other guys as well, and yeah, I do appreciate your support as well. You really need... Gabo, I would agree. 100%, I would agree with you. All right, so we're gonna strop these at the same angle. Going edge trailing, obviously. Hold on, I'm gonna move this knife block. All right, this knife block is out of control. Perfect. I'm about to check out that chest strap. All right. I know I didn't clean this one up yet. Whew. I stopped on that. This is beautiful. I don't know why I tore there. What's going on here? Yeah, this thing is nice. Yeah, it does restrict my vision. So when I'm looking down, all I see right now from my normal view is from here up. So I don't see anything down. So it's not as easy for me, to be honest, and it does slow me down a little bit, but I can just easily adjust like the camera and stuff like that. That is nice. I do love working on the Japanese knives. It just seems like I can just get them just razor sharp. And they just cut so well. Push cut. Yeah, I try, man. Like sometimes I have to look in the camera to make sure I'm hitting like the right spot in the camera frame and for myself. So, yeah, let me test that knife in a sec. But I think the biggest thing for me is keeping you guys in frame while I sharpen. I want you to see everything that I'm doing. Oh, let me grab like my respirator, one sec. Oh, and plus having my respirator on, I really can't see shit. So this is, I mean, I love this thing, but again, I'm sorry, this is what I could see on my normal view.
Now with the respirator, I can barely see like the camera. So between the camera and my mask, it's quite a challenge. It's quite comical. All right, we are done today. All right.
Sweet. All right, imagine the edges where he... honestly, it's mostly time. Time it takes me is a lot shorter when I do it off camera because one, I don't have to explain anything, and then I can just hammer it out. So here, I take my time a little bit. All right, let's... Oh, also I need to get little stands for these guys. That would be very helpful, actually. So, I'm gonna try and make a little short video with this. And this is a gorgeous knife. I'm pretty happy with that one, guys. Pretty happy. Imagine the edges were here. All right, I definitely can't get knives that sharp in the blind. Oh, I love it. Well, I appreciate you guys being troopers to stick around watching this extremely almost 2.5 hour. This is longer than the many movies. So, 97 thumbs up. I totally appreciate that. That's the most I've ever got. So that's awesome. I'm going to do a little cleanup and I'll keep you guys around my neck. If you guys want to just ask any questions while I'm here. So you guys can see my little bit of OCD-ness. I really have to get frames. I have to get those little things for them. Okay, I'm gonna put this here. That goes there. Very good, very good. All right, put this guy over here. So, if you guys have any more questions, please send me an email at thenifeguy.reno@gmail.com. Please check out the website at thenifeguyreno.com if you have any sharpening needs. I do accept mail-in knife orders. So this is what I do. I'm just using some Myers, cleaning up the stuff. 2 more to go. Oh, we're at 98. I would love to get to 100. So that's awesome. Once I get to 100, I will be rich, and I will buy a house in Hawaii. I do like to clean up all my mess. It still shows 98. Did someone take it away? Those rat bastards. So, but no, on a serious note, if you guys have any sharpening questions, please reach out. I've had one guy, well, I've had Gabo and Paul, he's not on right now, but they do ask questions, and I'm more than happy to answer them. So I learned from hands-on and watching people do it, so it shows 98 where I'm at, so that's cool if it shows 99 for where you guys. I don't want to milk this just to get to 100. I want to earn the 100 like the right way. So where you guys are actually enjoying this, and so have the sharpener and the sharpening card. Brew dog, that's awesome, dude. The Tulker, is that what you have in your shopping cart? Yeah, I think you'll love it, dude. I do have the Revo. The only downside is, well, there's two things that I don't like. Open frame concept does go a lot of places. 2, no customer service. So if you have any questions about this, there's no customer service. What you do have to do is get an upgraded idler wheel. Like, this is something that you have to get. It helps with tracking. So, but for what it is, I love it, dude. It's fantastic. And I have 4 of these total. I have 3 Tulkers, 2 more, and 1's up there, and then I got a Revo or Revo. I'm not sure. It's one of those. Inga, I'm not sure. I really want to do it soon. I have 3 more days off, but we're expecting our first kid, so I have to set up a nursery. I have to build a dresser this week. So I don't know. I would love to get it done. Hopefully soon, so you guys can actually see it and save money. So that's where my little mistake was. Thank you. It shows 99. I don't know. It shows 99, not 100. But if it shows 100 on your guys' end, then that's awesome. So yeah. So the little Bambino should be here in late April. It shows 99 on my side, but 100, hey, I appreciate it. I'm just refilling my rubbing alcohol here. So this spray bottle is fantastic. There we go. I wish I could see what you guys see. It only shows 99. So let's, yeah. I don't know how much longer I would ever do these 2-hour sharpening jobs. I love to eat. I'm getting a little hungry. So, but I'm glad I was able to knock out all these knives. So I did, I think 22 on this one, 5, 3, 4, over 30 knives, easy for sure. So that was good. And then this lady dropped off let's see. Whole bunch of knives for tomorrow. So, and then I got, I try to book myself for a lot of people to see me tomorrow as well. So, yeah. Well, I totally appreciate it, guys. Again, my name is Vinny, and like I said, like before, just the following that you guys have done for me, trusting me to learn from me on how to sharpen, because I'm a nobody, just some random guy who loves to cook and got into knife sharpening so I could sharpen my own knives, and then I had someone try to sharpen my own knives and then ruin it, and I don't want that to happen to anyone else. So if I can teach someone how to sharpen, learn some tricks where I have already made, or learn how not to make the mistakes I did, that's my goal. 100, I see it. A knife guy in Reno, some could say. 101 by me, awesome. Well, that's cool. That's a first. Thank you guys for being part here for this historic moment. I do appreciate it. I never thought you guys, the community, would reach out like this and support me in this endeavor, so it's just totally rad. This is a brand new wheel of twine. This is how much I've used last year in 2024. So things are going well. I'm very happy. Those are staying there. So put my business card here for the customer. And thank you guys so much again. All you need is sponsors, if I could. Yeah, my goal is to get monetized on this, because that does help, another source of income. But I mean, and then I'll be honest with you guys, that's I was like, cool, if I can earn money while showing people how to sharpen, awesome. You guys don't pay anything. I think it's just YouTube and stuff like that. But yeah, but the biggest thing was I made all these mistakes. I didn't know how to sharpen. I didn't know the progression. And if I can show you guys, and I want to make a detailed list of videos of like why I started knife sharpening, what I did wrong, what I did right, and how to figure stuff out. So cool, guys. This is a long video. Thank you so much. Here, let me take this off and tell you guys personally. All right, cool. Well, thank you guys very much. Again, I wouldn't be in this position doing live streams if it wasn't for you guys following me and asking questions. I wouldn't enjoyed it at all. And having the feedback and having the open dialogue with people who agree with how I sharpen and disagree. It's always cool having different responses and real world things. Like you saw me sharpen that serrated knife. It wasn't up to my standard. The customer's not being charged for it. This is stuff that you'll see I can't edit out. So again, I had to retouch it. It got better, but yeah, there's no editing. So what you see is the cuts that aren't good, I have to resharpen, and then the cuts that are great, you see the result. So Gabo, Ing, I appreciate Home Spark Knife Sharpening. Thank you everyone for tuning in. This is Vinny, the knife guy, and here's my little setup again if you guys haven't seen it. That's my name tag from my first turnout coat, business license, a little small shop, but it all works well. So thank you guys very much and have a great day, and I'll probably get on tomorrow morning. See you guys. Bye.